Hey everyone, Jake here for Extreme Terrain, and in this video we're taking a look at these factory style headlights with amber corner lights, black housings, and clear lenses fitting 2012 to 2015 Tacomas. These are going to be for the Tacoma owner who wants to refresh and update the front end of their truck without spending a ton of money. They look and function just like your factory headlights, but they come in at a fraction of the cost of a new set from Toyota. When it comes to aftermarket headlights, it's very easy to go over the top, and these really are not anything like that. In fact, they are essentially just a direct replacement for your stock headlights, and they look largely the same, though these do have the black inner housings as opposed to the chrome inner housings you find on most factory headlights on this gen of Tacoma. So you get a little extra visual flair, gives you a bit more of a sinister appearance in the front end. However, these do utilize these standard halogen bulbs for your main beams and turn signal indicators, but that just means that replacements are inexpensive and easy to get should you ever need to replace them. And otherwise, these are just going to bolt right in place of your factory headlights, no modifications or wiring or any kind of complicated stuff needed. The outer housings here are made using polypropylene, which is known for its lightweight and strength. This is a standard material that's used throughout the automotive industry, and much the same is true for the lenses. These are made from polycarbonate, again pretty much the standard that you find on any other headlight. So these are constructed just like your OEM headlights. Now of course you are going to need to provide your own bulbs, however we do have some options on the site should you want to upgrade them, or you can just swap your originals right on in. There's no wiring or any kind of fuss that's needed. What is not like your original headlights though is the price here. The pair here is only going to set you back about $200, which, and I've done the research for you, is less than just one of these from Toyota. So you're going to get a whole new set of headlights with a cool look for a heck of a lot less money than you'd spend by going to your dealer, and really, you can't argue with that. Installation is going to get a 1 out of 3 on our difficulty meter, and the job should take you around 1 hour to complete. Now, as we've alluded to this entire time, this is definitely an easy job to accomplish at home because it is just going to replace your factory headlights. You're going to unbolt your old ones and bolt these new ones in. So with that, let's head on out to the shop and we'll walk you through the entire process.
Tools required for this install include an electric and a hand ratchet, a clip remover tool, and a 10mm socket. What's up guys? Today we're installing a set of headlights on our Tacoma. First we're going to watch a quick uninstall video showing you how to remove your factory headlights, and then I'll meet you right back here for the install.
Alright, so the first step in our install, we're going to remove several pop clips on each side of the grille to remove the grille itself. With a pop clip removal tool or a trim panel removal tool, go ahead and remove the pop clip. Remove the pop clip on the other side as well. At this point, you can remove two 10mm bolts holding on the top of your grille. At this point, we can remove our grille, pull up on the plastic brackets on top, and then grab your grille and pull straight forward to release all of the clips. Alright, so at this point, we're going to remove the trim piece beneath the headlight. In order to do this, we're going to grab a trim panel removal tool, and if you're worried about scratching your paint, you can throw a bit of painter's tape on the end here. To release the tab, go on the top here. You're going to look for a green pop clip. If you press on the back of the pop clip, it will release the tab. To release the back of this trim piece, put your pop clip in the end and twist forward because the clip goes in this direction. At this point, you can remove the two 10mm bolts holding on the top of your headlight. Alright, so there is one more bolt that we do have to remove, which is a bit hard to get to. It's right about here on the bottom of your headlight, and the way we're going to access this is remove 2 bolts underneath the wheel well liner and 1 screw in the side of it. With a 10mm socket, remove the 2 bolts underneath your bumper. At this point, we're also going to remove a pop clip with a stubby flathead screwdriver. Twist it to remove. With that clip removed, peel back your wheel well liner. And now you should be able to access the bolt by going in through here to the back of the headlight. All right, now with the wheel well liner back, you can see this bolt. You might have a little trouble seeing it on camera here, but you can feel the one that you have to remove. We're gonna grab a 10mm socket and a ratchet, and we're gonna go ahead and get it out. With all the bolts removed, we're now going to release this tab here. You can do this by hand, or if you like, you can do it with a flathead screwdriver, and you're just going to pry forward. Release the 2 tabs at the top as well. Again, you can just lift up, or if you have a flathead, just pry it off. Now that the headlight is released and loose on your truck, we're going to disconnect each of the connectors at this point. Go ahead and pull each of them off. There should be 3. 1 main and then 2 marker lights. And there's one a little bit farther forward up here. Now that everything is released and your headlight's disconnected, it's a matter of wiggling the headlight and maneuvering it in just the right way for it to come out.
So now that we have our stock headlights removed, we just need to transfer over our 3 bulbs to our new one. So for the marker light and the turn signal, we're just going to be twisting to the left, popping them out, dropping them in, twisting to the right to lock them into place. On the headlight bulb, we have a clip that we'll have to remove and then engage on the new one. So now just twist to the left and wiggle your bulb out, drop it in, twist to the right. Do the same thing for your marker light back here. And then for the headlight bulb, you're gonna have to pull on this cover to pop it off. Do the same on the other. There's this clip down here that you're gonna have to push in on to pop out. And then you can wiggle your bulb out, lift the clip on this side, drop it in, and then latch that clip, and then take your cover and slide that back on. And then do the same thing for your other set of headlights, and we'll get these on the truck. So now I'm going to start off here by connecting our side marker and our headlight connector. And then take your headlight, rotate it 90 degrees, slide it in, and then twist. And then you can grab the connector for your turn signal and plug that in. And then pop the bottom of your headlight into that clip. And then get your 2 mounting tabs over the holes, clip those into place. And then you can grab your lower trim, get the slot slid on, and then just push in. Now we can come to the top of our headlight and thread in our 2 bolts. And then take your 10mm socket and tighten those down. Next we can come back to our wheel well and peel back our fender liner to reinstall that 10mm bolt in the side of our headlight. Now this is going to be pretty much impossible to see on camera or even really with your eyes. So just kind of reach up in there, find the hole with your finger and thread it into place. Then once you have it threaded in, take your 10mm socket and tighten it down. And then once you have that tightened down, you can replace your fender liner. And then you can reinstall that clip that goes right here, slide it in, and then twist it to the right with a flathead screwdriver to tighten it down. We don't have this clip, ours has gone missing, so just follow the reverse order of the uninstall of this clip. Now we can come underneath the outside corner of our bumper and reinstall our 2 screws. And then grab your 10mm socket and tighten those down. And then you can repeat that whole process on the other side. Next, we can line up our grill and press it forward into place. Now we can come to the top of the grill and reinstall our 2 push clips at the outside and our 2 screws on the inside. And take a 10mm socket and tighten these screws down. So that'll wrap up this review and install of the factory style headlights with amber corner lights, black housing, and clear lens for your 2012 to 15 Tacoma. Thank you for watching, and for all things Tacoma, keep it right here at extremeterrain.com.